Welcome to the Purple Box. You can call me Minnie. How are you feeling today?
Have you seen my blue balloon? I was waiting for you. I am nothing but cotton stuffing. Without your hug, have a nap by the honey tree, a cozy home for you and me. I am nothing but thin black lines. Without your time, things seem so. Sometimes I know things seem just okay today, but I know what the bees know, and they told me to carry on. Sometimes we get so lonely, but they told me to sing this song. Hum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, 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 hum-de-dum.
You can keep singing if you like. Let's see what's in the purple box today. Oh, there's two things in here. Do you remember last time when we read the Fluffy's life story? Well, this is a folder with all my original Fluffy writings in it. Oh, because I started when I was 10 at least, or before. I typed them up on an old typewriter. So I have book 1 in here. I made this a long time ago. Fluffy's personal information. So this is a list of all the birthdays of all the children and the ages they were turning. I don't know if you can see that. So let's pick one here. How about Brownie? Brownie's birthday is October 1st, and she is 10. We have sizes of their clothes too. And then on the back it looks like we have some school information. Phone numbers I made up and schools that they go to and what grade they're in. Actually, these lists were very helpful when I was writing the books. They also took dance classes. I have some pictures of them in dance costumes. Maybe I'll show that to you next time, some fluffy pictures, fluffy photo albums. We have teachers, dance teachers, and more dance information. Preschool, combination, beginner, ballet, tap, jazz. See, I used to dance, so I knew all those things. Beginner tap was an hour. I have lots of nice stuff in here. Oh, remember I was saying how I hand typed some of the stories? This is the first Fluffy story I ever wrote. It was just 1 page long. It's Fluffy's Life. That's what it was called. It's Fluffy's life getting out of the house. And this is a little picture I drew. There are more pictures. Illustrations, I should say. There's Fluffy at the park with the kids. Fluffy at the movies. Here's one of Fluffy sick in bed. This is a favorite one. I like her sun hat. This is Fluffy at the beach. I have something else from the story from last week from chapter 1 in the purple box. Fluffy's pink glasses. So let's read chapter 2 now, huh? Fluffy's Life 3 by me, and we left off on chapter 2, Clifford Reads. Fluffy started the day with a bowl of pink strawberry yogurt O's cereal. Sonnet had requested that kind of cereal specifically last time they were at the store because of the simple fact that it was pink. In the last month, the family had enjoyed unicorn breakfast cereal, Lucky Charms, Fruity Pebbles, and Trix. Fluffy was hoping to tone it down to something along the lines of Special K or Chex next time. Even the mini wheat she tried to get had to be frosted blueberry. On Sunday, Fluffy would usually make something other than cereal, such as pancakes, her own Fluffy Flapjacks recipe, which included cinnamon, French toast, or cornmeal mush fried and served with syrup. She was starting to phase in more health foods in general, but it wasn't easy. Clifford, in fact, gave her such a heartbroken look when she set down a plate of chicken and Brussels sprouts last week that she felt she had to make something up to him, and bought sweet fruit yogurt instead of plain. He ended up liking Brussels sprouts after all, but only served with salt, pepper, and a heap of butter. The only one who was not picky about the healthy cooking was Brownie, who would eat anything, even lentils and curry. Kitch's favorite breakfast food was peanut butter toast, which she always managed to get on her pajamas. "Kitch, how's your toast?" Fluffy asked this morning. "It's good," she answered, crunching. "Whatever happened to those little juice glasses we used to have with the Flintstones on them? They all got broken. Kitch, I don't want to see you with any peanut butter on your pajamas today." "Well then, you better not look," Kitch answered, wiping her hands on her napkin. When she stood up, Fluffy saw a gooey streak on her back. Fluffy just sighed. She would rinse out the stain later in the wash. It was Saturday, and Fluffy had a few small tasks to accomplish, buying new curtains for the kitchen, homework with Clifford, counting loose change, and cooking potato cheese soup. She began at the curtain store. "Mom, what's the difference between a valance and a swag?" Jonathan, who had come along for the ride, asked. "Huh? Oh, a swag is the material that hangs down on the side," Fluffy answered, distracted. "Wait, Mom, that means you have to buy both the valance and the swag separately," Star concluded. "But we need 2 swags then, one for each side. That's 3 things," Jonathan pointed out. "No, you need a panel," said Star. "What's a panel?" asked Jonathan. "It covers the main part of the window. You know when you open the curtains to look outside? That's the part you pull back." "Well, if you have to push it back, then you need one of those curtain ties. And you need to cover both sides of the window, don't you? So we'd need 2 panels." No, we don't need curtain ties." "Why not? You don't need those for short curtains." "Wait a minute. So you're saying we need 1 valance, 2 swags, 2 panels, and no curtain ties? There's just one thing that's confusing me." "What's that?" "What are blinds?" "Do you mean shades or blinds? Because they're 2 different things." Fluffy was beginning to hyperventilate, as she wished desperately that the Bed Bath & Home store had a ball pit. In the end, she walked away with 5 plastic wrap packages. Whether or not they were the curtain parts she needed would remain to be seen. When they returned home, Fluffy began stripping the windows of their old dusty curtains. She cleaned the glass and stood on a chair to hang up the new blue checkered ones. She stepped back and said, "Perfect," feeling accomplished. That peaceful feeling was short-lived, for now it was time to do homework with Clifford. She opened her flour tin of loose change at the dining room table and began separating pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. "Okay, Clifford, let's get started," she called. Clifford sat down with a huge glass of milk and a book. "Okay, what's your reading assignment?" Fluffy asked. She counted out 34 cents from her stack of pennies. "Hang on." Clifford stood up. I have to cough. Now I have to adjust my pants. Now I have to have a drink of milk. Now I can sit down. Okay, I'm ready. What's your reading assignment? Fluffy repeated. Just one chapter in here. Clifford held up the cover of the book so fast Fluffy couldn't see. Okay, let's get to it. Page 2, she said, counting 5 dimes and 3 nickels. What about page 1? Clifford questioned. It starts on page 2. I don't know how to feel about that. Just read. 8 the story. What? Fluffy leaned over to see the title of the chapter. At the store. Oh, 8 the store. At the store. At the store. There we go. Clifford settled into the story, but only after several breaks to drink milk and readjust his pants. Don and Peggy were in the house. Were in the house with Mother. Mother? What am I? Annoyed? Well, yes, but it's Mother. You can go to the story for me with Mother. Hey, I think I'm reading better. It's store. Oh, I need some more milk. Clifford took a long sip, smacked his lips, and then took another long sip. Fluffy moved the glass away from his reach and said, Enough! Milk sloshed dangerously close to the top of the glass. They both breathed a sigh of relief when there wasn't a spill. Clifford continued, We'd like to get to Ingus at the store. To Ingus? Asked Fluffy, astonished at the extent to which Clifford was misseeing words. That sounds like a disease. Come on, sound it out. What does TH say? Nothing. TH isn't a word. TH makes what sound? Clifford accidentally spit on Fluffy. Yes, so this word is what? Things? Things. We are going to get beard, bread, and apeless. Beard and apeless. Bread and apples. What do you want, Dawn? Asked Peggy, question mark. You don't read the punctuation. Sure you do. Not out loud, you don't say question mark. But then why is it there? It just lets you know how to say it. But why would it tell you how to say it if you can't say it out loud? No, you're just being difficult. After about an hour and 10 minutes and many moments of Clifford getting up to cough or readjust his trousers, they closed the book and Fluffy tallied up the sum of her counted change. She was just putting the lid on the flour tin when she spotted something shining on the floor. Hey, Mom, you dropped a penny, Kitch said, crossing the room. Aw, man. Fluffy bent down, dropped it in the tin, and recalculated her figure. Whisper, who had witnessed Fluffy and Clifford's homework session, had offered to make the potato cheese soup so Fluffy could lie down. All right, that's the end of chapter 2. It's always nice getting to read with you. Remember, it's never too late to learn and grow. I'll see you next time.